2 years ago, I was an introvert, but I started a tech community. Today, I'll be telling you about my story and hopefully helping you come out of your shell. 2 years ago, I was a huge introvert. I was into, you know, the full package, being on my own. I didn't really have a lot of friends. I was a creative, okay? I made websites, I did graphic design, I did everything. But I wasn't putting myself out there. I was still in my shell. And I feel like this is something that relates to most people who are creative. There are a lot of talented people out there, but they don't really show the world what they are capable of. There's this thing I like saying, even though I've only said it once. Let the internet know you exist. And this is the first time I'm saying, yeah. Let the internet know you exist. So today I'll be talking about how myself being an introvert started a tech community, Dexterity. So what is Dexterity? Dexterity is a community of creatives. We're made up of developers, designers, artists and animators, content creators there, gamers, photographers. Basically, as long as you do something creative, there's a space in Dexterity for you. We have community calls every Saturday where there's like one for each subgroup, and at the end of the month, we have a general one where we just talk to the general community. And apart from that, it's an amazing opportunity to network, meet new people, and just understand yourself and see what you look like in a more mixed up space. Because I know a lot of creatives, them be using that word, are used to being alone, used to working on their own and everything. So yeah, Dexterity's aim is just to change that. We're a people first community, and that is like the whole narrative we are trying to push, prioritizing people over products and socializing over networking. What it was like starting Dexterity, it's it's an idea I've always had though. The first iteration for Dexterity was to be a company where we make stuff, and the whole brand and like the whole thing with us being about when we make stuff is that we'll be like a team of weirdos. Back then I considered like myself to be a weirdo. I know, terrible, but that was the initial idea. And the name was meant to be Team Dexter Initiative, and me and my friend were meant to do this thing together and whatnot. But I just didn't want to like push it because then, like I said, I was still in my shell. But then, as time went on, um, I had a clearer vision of what I wanted Dexterity to be. One day while I was in school, I got a call from my friend Ehusa, and she was like, "Oh, Destiny, I feel like we have a lot of, we have what it takes to like start a business. Why don't we do that?" And she told me that, oh, that we are going to call it, is it Vibe something? Vibes Clan, Vibe Squad. It was a very cringe name that had vibe in it. Maybe I'll ask her for it, but it was a cringe name, trust me. And she was like, "Oh, we are going to make stuff, and it's just going to be like all these young Gen Z companies where we do stuff, yeah, 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 yeah." And I felt like it was nice. I felt like it was nice. But then, in my 200 level, during first semester break, I was bored. I didn't know what to do. I was playing a lot of Terraria. I don't know if you know this game. It's like where there's a lot of you're like a pixelated character and you need to battle bees and eyeballs and dig underground. It's just like 2D Minecraft. Maybe I'll put like a video or something. So I was playing a lot of Terraria. I would like spend 5-6 hours on Terraria a day. And I was like, oh, Destiny, instead of spending 5 hours on Terraria, why don't I do something productive? So I decided to, do the whole website thing for the community. Then I didn't know it was to be a community. I wanted to do a website for like a business, okay? And while wanting to do that, I decided to call it Dexterity. Like the name Dexterity just came to me naturally, because then the nickname I had was Dexter. Because Dexter, the kid from Dexter's Laboratory, the one who had an elder sister that he always liked bugging and everything. That was I also have an elder sister, so like I felt we related a lot. So that was then. And then the name Dexter is like a Latin or Greek word for right-handed or talented or skillful. So I just felt like, okay, why not? So yeah, Dexterity just came. So I was like, yeah, why don't I just do it? And then the whole point of it was meant to be like something where young people can learn, you know, like best where people can learn and then build digital stuff. So the idea was not even for it to be a community at first. So notice how the name Dexterity, and if you look at our first logo, the font we use for our first logo looks like this high school font, like the font they use in high school and everything, like classic American university high school stuff. I'll pull it up. So that was the kind of vibe I was going for, where you learn and you'd use the skills you learn to build. But we soon realized that that was not what I was not going to work. Before launching Dexterity on the 1st of June, there was a lot of back and forth. We had like a 5-hour call, crazy, because we were trying to find what we wanted Dexterity to be. Whether I wanted it to be a business, whether I wanted it to be something where young people learn, or wanted it to be a community. So that was like the whole back and forth we had going on. But in the end, we decided to go with 3 arms, a community that focuses on 3 things. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have a thing with the number 3. It was a community that focuses on 3 things: learning, services basically, and the community itself. So learning, services, and the community vibe, the community learning and services. You understand? Learning, community services, community service learning. So that was the initial plan for it, and then we decided to go full scale. But over time, while we started with the community, doing this, doing that, doing this, everything made a whole lot more sense, and we decided to just, crop out everything and just merge it into one, just be known as a community. Because I know that if we are known as a community, then definitely, if you're in a community, you're going to learn, definitely. And if you're in a community, you're going to, if you're in a community, you're going to learn, definitely. And if you're in a community, you're definitely going to market yourself. You're definitely going to get jobs from the community that you're part of. You understand? So we just had to like shave everything off, just go with community. Time went on, and then we rebranded the new Dexterity, the community we deserve. Okay, the new Dexterity is like it's a people first community, the community we deserve. And my reason for rebranding and calling it the people first community, community we deserve, was because when you start a community, you start to notice other communities. And as you notice other communities, you notice a problem that exists in multiple communities. And the problem with this community was that they glorified projects, they glorified your portfolio, they glorified your skill set more than who you are. They put products over people. They prioritize like what you've built over your personality. They prioritize networking over what you're not able to do. So it's like, if you're a newbie coming to tech, that community is not for you, because the people they'll pay attention to, the people they'll like give reference to, the people they'll allow to speak, in calls, the people they'll allow to do this and do that are people who have like made it, people who are doing something for themselves. And to me, that is not tech. I've said this before, that I see tech as a tool for tech is a tool basically. In medicine, it's used as a tool to treat people. In finance, it's used as a tool. So in society, tech can be used as a tool to bring people together. And when you're bringing people together, you don't look at class, you don't look at age, you don't look at portfolio, you don't look at projects, you don't look at how long they've been in the industry. You just look at bringing in people and creating something solid. And that is what Dexterity stands for today. It's a people first community. Like, we did not come together for tech. We came together because of tech. So we just prioritize we just prioritize the people. We included a whole lot of new things to the community. We have a community playlist, because why not? And in the future, when we do host our community events like Dexterity Meetup, Dexterity Verse, or Dexterity Universe or something, and I'll think of something. I'm amazing at naming things. We are going to find like a good name to call it, and yeah. We would go with that. So when we do that, the community playlist is going to be like what we play, because it's definitely going to happen. Manifesting it, inshallah. And yeah, that's basically the goal. And a whole lot of other things. We're introducing a body system by 2026. We'll be starting the build parties too. All these are things to come in the community. What are the benefits I've gotten from starting this community? Starting the community, the first thing I realized was that people were sharing a lot of stuff there. Like, oh, check this project I did, check this thing I did, check out this whatever I did, check out this what I did, check out this that I did. And I've done a lot of stuff, but I wasn't sharing it. I wasn't public with what I was doing. And starting a community and then noticing that, oh, community members, Jesus Christ, you guys are actually doing a lot of things. Like, the community taught me how to put myself out there, because I'm just seeing people. Before, there's this guy, what's his name? I know there's someone named Fire D in the community, but the earlier members of the community, there was one, I can't really remember his name, but almost, was it every day or every week? Is it AP Code Sphere or some? I've forgotten his name. Every day or every week, he's sharing a project he has done, posting on X, sharing something he has done, posting on X, sharing something he has done, posting on X. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, nigga, don't you like, there's no break? You know they take, you like, can't you turn it down a notch? And I'm just like, and it just made me realize that Destiny, if these people are also creatives and they are sharing what they are doing online, why are you not sharing what you're doing online? You understand? It was like this revelation for me. It like opened a box, like my frontal lobe developed, and I was like, damn, I actually need to start, putting myself forward and putting what I do forward. Now, if you're a creative out there and you don't know if you should start posting or not, post. Let the internet know you exist. Like, think about it. What is the absolute worst? What is the absolute worst that could happen from you posting a video and saying, see what I built? From you posting a video and saying, this is what I'm capable of? What is the absolute worst that could happen? It's not like the moment you make that post, you're going to hear a siren, and then NASA comes to your house, boom, 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 FBI open up, something like that. Like, what is the absolute worst that could happen? Your crush sees it. What if she's into guys who make content? What if he's into girls who make content? I'm not talking about your girl this type of content, because your girl is like on a different level, or crazy little adult type of content, because those people are unique. I love them, by the way. So I'm talking about videos like just, this is what I did today. No matter how little, no matter how big, just make that post. Let people know you exist. Because the thing is, in 2025, there are two ways you can get a job as a creative. Either you go out and look for it, or people come to you asking for it. And now the thing is, think about it. You can either go out and look for a job, or people come to you asking for a job as a creative, not people doing 9 to 5. Shout out to my 9 to 5 I was watching this video. And if you're doing your IT, it's not a 9 to 5, sorry, but no. If people can either come to you, or you can either go to people. If you are going to people, you have to have a polished CV, polished portfolio, submit to your employer, go through the entire process and whatever. And there's a high chance they will say no. You can submit to like 1,000 people. As you submit to 1,000 people, 500 or 700 would say no. 909, what number is before 1,000? 999 people would say no. Shout out to Anna. You can either do that, okay, going to apply job for job, or there's the second way. People can come to you. And how do people come to you? They can only come to you if they know what you're able to do. Clock it. For my ladies in the comments, clock it. I'm a man who is comfortable in his masculinity enough to say clock it without feeling feminine. So yeah, And the only way people would come to you is if they know what you do. How would they know what you do? You put it out there. There's something Odumodu Black says. He said this thing once and it has been in my head. People will not know what they want until you give it to them. People will not know what they want until you give it to them. Odumodu Black collab. I'm telling you. So it's like if people did not know that they need an artist who wears a red beret and says nobody knew. They wanted like an artist that chats or like tweets in capital letters. Nobody knew they wanted an album that every song in the album, Industry Machine, is in capital letters. Nobody knew they wanted it. Nobody knew they wanted Declan Rice. Nobody knew they wanted Tiffany. Nobody knew until Odumodu gave it to them. Nobody would know what you're able to do until you show them you can do it. Be yourself so that people who are looking for you can find you. Be yourself. Be your creative, weird self. There's this guy I met at TEDx Port Harcourt. He makes sculptures out of recycled stuff, like spoons, pans, chains, whatever. He makes art, sculptures out of it. Maybe I'll put his stuff here, show his IG. He does amazing stuff, and he has like 200 followers. And the quality of work he does is amazing. Like the quality of work he does is beautiful stuff. But only 200 followers, and the guy is all low-key. He's really good at what he does. Now you who is out there just sitting down, or you're lying down on your bed, look at you, look at your lazy ass lying down watching me and my fine face. You need to do something. People need to know who you are. People need to know who. I was about to call someone's random name, but I feel like there's no way I'd call like someone's name and to actually be who they are. What are the odds? Okay, let me call John. If you're John and you're like watching this comment, people need to know John. People need to know. I was about to say Alex, but I realized I've never met anybody named Alex in my life for so random fact about me, I guess. But yeah, you need to put yourself out there, man. Do this for us. Do this for us, please. If you actually, okay, I'm making this promise. If you make a post on the comment section, or if you do anything and you put your social media profile, I'm going to follow you. Like if you actually make posts like and what you're posting makes sense, so and I resonate with it, I'll genuinely follow you. So yeah, that's it. That's the YouTube video. The video is over. Why is you here? You little obsessed person. You weirdo. Why are you watching till now? This, and you're still watching. If you're watching for this long, why don't you just subscribe? Because it's obvious you have a thing for me. Oh my god. People are going to cringe to this video so bad. People will cringe. But you know what? To be cringe is to be free. Thank you very much and good night.